everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go over some of your guys' fitness questions that I received on my social media. Before we get into it, you guys already know, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below as well as the bell icon so you guys can get constant notifications of when I post. Also, don't forget to give this a thumbs up or even comment down below if you enjoyed this video or if you have any other fitness questions that you would like answered. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump right into this so we can get through it real quick. I have everything here with me on my phone, so let's get into it. Question number 1, what is the best time to work out and why? I'm trying different times, but nothing sticks. Okay, so there's really not a right or wrong answer to this question. I feel most people tend to work out in the morning, and it's probably best to work out in the morning just because if you're the type of person who has trouble being consistent with your workouts or getting a workout in every day, working out in the morning is good because you're getting into it before you give your body a chance to realize what's going on. Also, there is a little bit of science behind working out in the mornings just because most of the time when you work out in the morning, you're still kind of fasting, so you get your workout in and then go on about your day and eat later. You're actually going to be burning more calories throughout the day because you got it in so early, and if you're choosing to fast, that also helps. But like I said, it's really up to you based off of your preference or even your schedule what really is going to work for you, but most people do tend to do it in the morning, like I said, just so that they can get their body going and jumpstart their day and not really have to think too much about working out, because it's like if you go throughout the day trying to wait it out and you have all this other stuff going on, at the end of the day, by the time you get to it, you're going to be too tired to, you're not going to really want to. It's best to do it in the morning. That's my personal opinion. I do mine in the mornings just so I can maintain consistency, because otherwise I'm the same way. I'm not going to get it done at the end of the day because at the end of the day I'm exhausted and I'm just lazy, and it's better to do it in the mornings. What supplements do you use and what's the best protein? So I personally don't really use too many supplements. I try to go about my supplements in a more natural way. Like I try to get my protein through like meats and all those other different avenues. Actually, most of my supplements that I use are vegan. Some of the ones that I use are like the Women's Best BCAAs, organic whey protein, grass-fed, protein shakes, and I'll link all this stuff down below for you. Another thing that I use that isn't necessarily for my workouts, I actually use it for like hair growth and my skin and stuff like that, are collagen peptides. And this is probably something I use every day, and I actually mix it with my protein shake. But outside of that, I don't really use too many other supplements. I just take like a natural multivitamin. Other than that, that's about it. Like I said, I try to get most of my protein and vitamins naturally. I don't really like to use pre-workouts or anything like that because I've just had funky experiences with them in the past. So, and another supplement that I've used recently is by 310 Nutrition. Some of their protein shakes are actually really good if you're wanting to go that route. But like I said, most of my stuff is vegan and natural, so that's just my personal preference, but it's really based off of whatever works for you. So I just recommend like trying different things and seeing what you like most and just going from there. So next question, do you offer online and virtual training? At the moment I don't. This is something that I plan on doing in the near future for you guys, for those of you who are interested in something like that. Right now I just have too much going on to try to keep up with something like that, but I do plan on doing that very soon, so keep an eye out. How do you reduce belly fat but gain muscle in your legs and butt at the same time? So I get this question a lot. I actually went over it in my last video on how to burn fat and stop counting calories. So it really is true what they say about your abs are made in the kitchen. So it really comes down to having a healthy diet, eating what you're supposed to, and incorporating resistance training. You're not going to build your legs and your glutes, and you're not going to build anything without resistance training. And that's not necessarily saying that you have to go out and lift like crazy or anything like that. Like, just incorporate some type of weights into your everyday routine. And that's gonna build that muscle that you want. And also, in doing that, you're going to slim your waist and burn that belly fat at the same time. So if you're interested in knowing more about that, go ahead and go back and watch my last video, and it goes way more in depth than I can right now. But yeah, so healthy diet and resistance training, that's gonna get you that slim waist and the bigger butt and legs and all that. What are some healthy snacks? So this one's kind of a broad question, because obviously you can do the usual stuff like fruits and veggies, raw nuts. The thing about doing fruits though is if you're going to do fruits, you kind of have to do it in moderation, just because they are high in sugar. It's natural sugar, but it's still sugar. Other snacks are like protein bars, granola bars, things along that line. You can usually kind of tell just by reading the package if it's healthy for you. Again, you don't want anything too high in sugar, so if you can, try to stay along the more natural snacks. So again, fruits, vegetables, nuts, things like that. I can do a whole nother video on actual clean eating and incorporating some of those snacks, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of a broad question, so without going into too much detail, because we could sit here all day and talk about food and snacks, just stick to the basics. If you're not sure, you can always read the back of the label, see what it says. Stay away from processed foods, like I said, sugar, all that stuff, and you should be good. What's the best thing to eat after a workout? Protein. And you usually want to eat protein within that golden hour, and that golden hour is the time after your workout where you're burning the most calories and your body is still going from that workout. So you want to eat during that hour, because your body's going to burn faster. And that doesn't mean eat whatever you want. You can't go out and eat a slice of pizza and think you're good just because you're within that hour. It doesn't work like that. You have to eat things that are going to help fuel your body and build your muscles and sustain muscle growth. I also go over this in my last video as well. So yeah, make sure you're eating the proper fuel within that golden hour. What's your favorite body part to work on? It's a tough question. I'd have to say it's between my glutes and my upper back, which is weird, but yeah, I like to train my upper back just because I already have some tone and detail there, so it's like I like to keep it going. And then obviously, like, what girl doesn't want to train their glutes and get that bigger booty, you know? Alright, next question. How do you stay motivated? I'm not even gonna lie and try to say that I have constant motivation 24/7, 365 days a year. That's just not realistic. So it really varies, because I fall off just like everybody else, and I go back and forth with it. But it's easier when you have a goal in mind that you're wanting to reach. You need to form a consistent habit of getting up, going to the gym, eating right. You just need to get those first couple weeks in of consistent working out, eating right, all that, to be able to stay motivated. And then also, it helps to have other family members or friends that can come along with you and work out and help you stay motivated. And it can be fun too to have somebody to keep challenging you. So don't feel bad if you just feel like you're lacking motivation, because it's like there's some days where I just don't feel like working out, or I don't feel like eating healthy, and it's like I have to remember why I started and why I'm doing this, and that's what keeps me going. So like I said, don't feel bad. It happens to everybody. You just have to do the best you can and just try to stay on it. Don't beat yourself down because because you're having a hard time with it. It's okay. It's different for everyone. So just remember why you started and keep going, and you'll do great. What's the best way to burn calories? So I actually went over this in my last video as well. Literally the whole video is about, well, most of the video is about burning calories. It all comes down to a proper balance between resistance training and HIIT cardio. And if you want to know more about HIIT cardio and all that stuff, like I said, refer to my last video and it goes way more in depth. But those are the basics of what's going to help you to burn fat and those calories and keep it off. Next we have, final question, what meal plan do you think works best for all body types? So there's really not a one-size-fits-all meal plan. Something that I tend to tell my clients is to stick to a protein or a meat and veggie enriched diet. So when I'm really trying to slim down and tone up, I will do 6 weeks of strictly just meats and veggies, green veggies in particular, and it really cuts you down. Also water. Water is like the most important part. You should be having at least 2 liters of water a day. But as far as the meats and veggies, you can do any type of meat you want, as well as veggies. But like I said, green veggies are typically better, especially spinach. It's definitely tough. I'm not gonna lie. After those 6 weeks, like, you're so happy that it's done. It's tough. It's really tough, but you definitely see results on it quickly. But like I said, there's really no one size fits all. It may not work for some people. This is just what I have personally experienced, and I know some of my clients have personally experienced using this specific technique. But like I said, it's not for everybody. I'm not a big diet person, so strict, even just doing the 6 weeks of this strict eating is like tough for me, but it works. Just find what works best for you. And all of these questions, whatever works best for you is what's going to keep you going. I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face, but until you're able to find what you really enjoy and what is able to keep you consistent, then you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please comment down below and let me know which part you guys liked best. And thank you guys so much for watching.